Welcome back to our channel, Plumbing Made Easy. Today we are tackling a very common problem. Every house that has a bathtub has a clogged drain. So what happens after a while when you turn the water on, take a bath or take a shower, set a drain down nice and smoothly, the water starts to build up, doesn't drain down like it should, and eventually you kind of run into a very unsanitary situation where you get soap scum and dirt and stuff that kind of builds up on the outside. So today we're going to show you step by step how to address this. Now there are many different types of like chemical drain cleaners. We're not going to use those in this particular situation, but what we are going to do is show you how to take the drain assembly apart to be able to clear the line, just using tools that a common householder might have in their home. Okay, there's lots of specialized plumbing tools that you might be able to use, but we're just going to use some simple tools today to be able to do that. So we're going to use a screwdriver. I got a flathead on here, kind of like a multi-tool. I've got another small flathead screwdriver. I might try to get in there and dig out some of the mess, the blockage that's in there. And then I also have just a set of channel locks, just a wrench like this. We'll try to use that to open up the drain cover. So let's get into it. So the first thing we're going to want to do is remove this portion of the drain. Okay, now this particular type of drain, you simply push it down, pull it back up. Some have kind of like a spring action where you kind of push it and it pops up and down. I don't know, there's maybe 10, 15 different types of push drains that we can use. But this one in particular, it has a little cover here that we want to remove in order to access the screw that holds this entire thing in place. So first you can kind of try it with your hands to see if you're able to take the smaller piece off the top. And if not, then you might have to use a couple of wrenches. So I did have to go out to my truck and get an additional pipe wrench. Now I do want to say, if you have like super nice finishes, maybe you have like a brushed nickel finish, or something that could easily get damaged, call in the professionals. You don't want to go about it this way. But if not, and you get a couple wrenches, what you want to do is just use these wrenches in order to remove this top, loosen up this top nut. Okay, so it didn't take much to do it. Now what we're going to do is just with our hands unscrew this top cover right here. Okay, and below this top cover you'll be able to see a little flathead screw. So what we're going to do is take our screwdriver, flathead screwdriver, and we're going to remove that screw. Okay, so if you can see that little brass screw that's in there right here, this is what we want to remove. That's what's going to allow this entire drain piece to be able to come out. And then we can remove anything that's blocking the drain. Okay, so we're simply just going to take a flathead screwdriver. We're going to go down and we are going to just unscrew that. Make sure it does not fall down the drain. And now you see this entire drain assembly will be able to come out. Okay, so we're going to remove this, and now if you look down in that opening, you'll see what is clogging the drain. Lots of nastiness. So what we're going to do is just try, maybe take a little bit of a screwdriver, whatever you have around the house. You can even use your fingers. Just try to get it down in there and remove any of this nastiness. Okay, it's mostly just hair buildup. If you have gloves, probably not a bad idea to wear it, but you just want to kind of get a hold of this nasty stuff, pull it out. Okay, and you just keep on digging in there until you get it out. Now you can go to any hardware store and they'll have various tools that will allow you to clear the drain or help you clear it, from little mini drum snakes to those plastic little hair snakes. I end up just grabbing a hanger, bending the end over and using it to try to hook on to whatever was blocking the drain. Now hardware stores will also have a number of different types of chemical drain cleaners. Now, honestly, because of my background is more in construction, I don't have a lot of experience with using chemicals. But I can confidently say, however, that your number one option should always be to simply try to physically remove whatever the blockage is from the drain, if at all possible. Now, as you saw, I was able to grab onto what we affectionately refer to as a spineless ferret, try to pull it all out in just one piece. And all this is just months, maybe even years of buildup of hair, shampoo, conditioner, etc. Just stay after it, you'll get it out. And eventually, every tub drain at some point is going to get clogged. You can slow that blockage down by using those little rubber hair blockers that you put over the drain. You can pick those up at any hardware store, but really nothing is 100%. But at least now, when you need to, you know how to be able to open up the drain and be able to clear it out. I always recommend having safety glasses on, gloves, these like latex gloves, when you're doing something like that, just to keep yourself safe and keep this nastiness off your fingers and your face. Well, there you go. I take about a handful out of my drains every year. Now, what we're going to do, now that we've got all that nasty hair and everything out the way, is we want to put the drain back together. So if you look down to the very center of the drain opening here, you'll see that there are some female threads. Those will match the threads on the end of this little drain piece here. So what we're going to do is put this back down in there. Just going to screw it in. Hand tight like so. Then what we're going to do is use our flathead screwdriver again, just to tighten this down. And we don't have to go crazy tight. We just want it not to come off. Okay, so it'll stop, and that's about as far as we want to go. Now we want to put our little cover piece back on. See those threads? That will match some threads on the inside of the drain piece here. And again, we don't have to use wrenches or anything like that. Hand tight is just perfectly fine. Okay. Now we got it up and down. Now what we're going to do is run some water, make sure that our drain is clear. So you can see kind of all that nastiness that came out of here. We're going to take this, get this out of here, clean it, run the water, and then make sure that we're able to have a nice clear drain. Now what we're going to do, that we've got all that nasty hair and the everything else that was blocking the drain, we're just going to turn the water on, make sure that we're draining properly. So turn it on, make sure the water is not building up. Let it run, make sure it's draining down nice and smoothly. And what we can do just to like kind of really see is just shut the water off. Make sure it goes down. Shouldn't be any buildup. Nice little gurgle like that. You know, run it a few times. You can run it longer just to make sure. But essentially you just want to make sure that all that water is draining nice and smoothly. Shut it off. Ah, that is a beautiful sign. Now you've got a nice clear drain. Well done. So I hope you found this video helpful. Hopefully you can save a few dollars when your tub's drain starts backing up on you. And if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, please like and subscribe. And if you have any plumbing issues or questions about how your plumbing works, drop it in the comments below. We love hearing from you.